Yo, 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 what up, YouTubers? How are y'all doing out there? It's your boy, Nerdy Red 23. I'm here to wish another West Coast rap legend and record producer, too. His name is Delmar Drew Arnaud, well known as that Diggity Daz Dillinger, y'all. Happy birthday to a West Coast legend from the Dog Pound. He just turned 51 years old today. So I just want to show y'all my collection of the albums I have of him and when he was with the Dog Pound. So let's get into it. Definitely have Dog Food. This is a classic record right there. Daz Dillinger Corrupt on there. So you got classics like, of course, the intro, the Dog Pound Gangstas, Respect, New York, New York, Smooth, Psycho, Like No, Riding, Slipping, and Sliding. It's one of my favorites right there. Big Pimpin' Part 2. There's also a Part 1 from the Above the Rim soundtrack. And then Let's Play House. That's another classic. And I Don't Like to Dream About Getting Paid. Do What I Feel. If We All. And Some Bomb. AZZ. A Dog's Day Afternoon. Reality. One by One. So Much Style. And this record that I'm holding is an original press. I got it from a seller from Japan, and I only paid about maybe $95 for this record. Long while back, not long while back, maybe about like 5 years ago. I would say 5 to 6 years ago. I bought this record, and I was really happy I got it. I mean, they did do some reissues. They did do Record Store Day once. It's blue vinyl. It looks super dope. But I got mine in all black, original, all OG pressing when it first came out in 1995. And this album is still a classic. And also, Daz did produce songs too. He did produce Tupac's To America's Most Wanted. So definitely got to give him that. Even with the whole All Eyes on Me, he did produce the Scandalous song. But I mean, even though majority of the credit was given to Dre, but Dre only produced 2 songs, which is California Love and Can't See Me. I mean, those are still classics still. But Daz also produced 2. So got to give it for Daz Dilly, y'all. He also made his guest appearance on Dr. Dre's Chronic album, too. Which is that one song. It's the one with Nate Dogg on it, too. It's, man, I'm trying to think of it. It's from the Chronic album, the first Chronic album. Trying to think of it. Come on. Whew. Boy. Well, let's keep trucking. I'll come up with it. I got Cali is Active. That's another classic. So you got songs like, of course, the title track, Cali is Active. Cushion and Pushing. Sitting on 23. Stop Line. It's Cracking All Night. Slow Your Roll. Heavyweights. Keeping It Gangsta. With Lady of Rage. And then that It's Cracking All Night, that's with Diddy on it. Before Diddy went stupid. More allegations on him. But let's just keep moving on. Hard on a Age featuring Nate Dogg and RBX. It's All Hood featuring with Ice Cube. Thanking ASS HOES featuring David Banner. Don't Sweat It. That's with Nate Dogg and RBX. Make That Pop. Featuring Ball right here. Throwing Up the Sea. Face to Face. She likes that. And speaking of fact, it is actually a reissue. It's like a Record Store Day. They done so many reissues to this album. Check that out. It's super dope. Like the blue. The blue is nice. Ooh, look at that. That is so immaculate. I love the look of that vinyl. So I bought it at that record store, well, at Charlie's Place in Santa Ana, California. I was so happy I got this record, man. I was so happy. Can't wait to bump it. Anything with a dog pound? Corrupt Daz, you already know. You already know. Excuse me for a minute. Now it came to mind. Sorry, folks. I know what song now that Daz made his first appearance on Dre's Chronic album. It's called These. Excuse me. Nudes. Yeah, you know the song. But I mean, the beat is classic on it though. Even it's a crazy title, but I still love listening to The Chronic by Dre, especially featuring with Daz on it and Nate Dogg. He's the one that says, "I can't be faded. I'm a brother from the Mulligan streets." They call me Chris Cross, not Mac. They call me Mac Daddy, but not Chris Cross. He like Daz mentions that. And he calls himself Eastwood. It's a really dope song, though. It's, catchy, even though it's a crazy title track. But, one of my favorites by Daz Dillinger, too. I hope I could get the rest of his discography of his solo albums, even on vinyls and CDs. I got his debut classic when it was on Death Row Records. Retaliation, Revenge, and Get Back. And as you can see, the cover, you can tell it's actually a remade by Marvin Gaye's record, because Marvin Gaye had a record that looked like this, but it has Marvin Gaye as the angel, and the other one's as the crazy devil. Like, one's the good and the other one's the bad. So Daz remade that cover. Super dope. So you got songs like Intro, Gang Meeting, Gang Banging, ASS Criminal, It's Going Down, Play a Partners, It Might Sound Crazy, Our Daily Bread, and California. That's another classic right there. Initiated, yes, that is one of my favorites. One of my favorites. It has Tupac, The Outlaws, Corrupt, Oh No, and then of course you got the Retaliation, Revenge, and Get Back, OG. It's just, man, so many classics. Baby Mama Drama, Only for You, Rotten High, The Ultimate Come Up, Thank God for My Life, Outro, Why Do We Bang, and of course the bonus track, Pimp City. And this album was released of 98. And this is definitely an original press too. OG pressing. Ooh, look at that. Super dope. Love the look of it. And I had to pay crazy money for that. I paid like maybe 50 to 60 bucks for this record. But, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. Here's a picture. I could frame this too. I mean, my choice, or even other people's choices if they want to frame the pictures. Because I do see sometimes people do frame these pictures. So I'm kind of thinking about it. Just to make it look cool and hang it up on the wall. Because it is legendary. It is a legendary album. So, that song I just mentioned, OG, which is a classic, right after I mentioned Oh No and Initiated. So, the OG is with Snoop and Nate. And the Oh No is featuring Trey D and J Money. You got everybody. You got a lot of guesses on this album. Nate Dogg, Dub C, just too many guesses. And MCA, Badass. You got them all. And here's the CD. Got the Dog Pound CD. I already mentioned that. I already mentioned the vinyl, but same exact concept. I have it on the CD. Ooh, look at that Death Row logo. The original. And then I also got another classic, Death Represents a Dog Pound, 2002. One of my favorite hits on here is Don't Stop, Keep Going. That's featuring with Pac on it. That's one of my favorite songs on here. Roll With Us, Just Doggin'. That's what featuring Nate Dogg. Smoke with Corrupt, Snoop, and the Relatives. You got so many guesses on here. Your Girlfriend too. Daz, Mac Sean, Superfly. Just, man, too many guesses, too many hits on here. This album has a lot of bangers on it. Whoo, look at that. Just hope I could get it on vinyl someday. That would be awesome. Y'all gotta know the hits on this album. So you definitely got produced by Cold 187 Darren Vegas, and Dr. Dre and Daz Dilly. Man, just so many classics. Here's the CD. I bought this at FYE when it was in business in Fullerton, California. I know, the glitch. I get it. I know. The glitch is annoying. But anyways, like I was saying, I bought this album at the store called FYE. It's called For Your Entertainment. I mean, they still have them, but in different locations. But they don't have it in the Fullerton, Orange County area anymore. It used to be there, but that's where I bought the album. I only paid about like $7 or $8 for this album on CD. Super happy I have it. Yeah, I know its case got messed up. CD is blue. Super dope. Hold on, thought again. Getting a phone call. Sorry again. So, I did come to mind that Daz Dillinger's first solo album is actually based on the cover. The remake cover was Marvin Gaye's 16th album in our lifetime. And then I also got Daz Dilly's I Got Love in These Streets. This is like an EP. Not really overly an EP, but they had an original. But the sucky part is that they didn't have Tupac's song Only Move for the Money is actually on here, featuring with Badass on here. So that's the reason why I got this version instead, because I really wanted that Tupac track on there. So that's why I'm glad I have this. This is one of my favorites. I only paid about $29, $30 for this album. Bought it from a seller from Montana, the state of Montana. I never thought the state would sell that kind of stuff in the very country state. But, you know, I'm happy. I'm probably sure there's people out there that know what's up when it comes to Daz Dilly and Corrupt, the Dog Pound, and Tupac. So you got songs like I Got Love in These Streets, the title track, Only Move for the Money, with featuring Pac and Badass. So we coming up. It's Just the Way You Move, featuring Gayle Gotti. Shake the booty. Love, Happiness, When the Feeling Is Right, I'ma Get Mine Anyway, featuring the Fifth Ward Boys. This is definitely a classic 2002 show again. And then I also got Daz Dilly's Who Ride With Us. This is volume 2. So it's got a lot of it's like a compilation. So there's a volume 1 and 2. So you got Y'all Want This Party Started, including Get Your Money, Roll With Me, What, Passion. I mean, the song is called Addicted, featuring, We Do This, Passion, Do You Want to Roll With Me, Addicted, Put In Work, Ride With Me. It's that West Coast way we're living. F with us, we're gonna hurt somebody. The rep and the name. You know what we came here for? All classics, man. Hard bangers. Super dope. What is your favorite Daz Dillinger song? Even on his guest appearances with Tupac too, and the Above the Rim, you name it, Gridlock soundtrack. So much stuff, man. So many bangers that Daz Dillinger produced and appeared as guests too. He even appeared on Snoop's Doggy Style too, so y'all should know the hits. Everything. Well, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and comment. Follow your boy NerdyRed23, and I'll definitely get back to y'all in the next video. Keep bumping Daz Dillinger's records, y'all. God bless and stay safe. Peace. West Coast.